So when we're recovering from back pain, I've been suffering with aches and pains, I just want to keep our back and our spine as healthy as we can. The first thing we want to work on and encourage into the body is the movement. Often if you've suffered with back pain, like I mentioned in the video, muscles in the body and around the spine tense up to try and protect themselves, and then the body and the spine and the joints can't move efficiently. So it's really important. Let's focus on getting that movement to begin with. So here's a couple of exercises for you. So if you come onto the hands and knees, and then for the first one, just work to begin with in the range that feels comfortable for yourself. So we're going to start by, think about that coccyx's tailbone, the sitting bones. We're going to tuck them under. So you feel the lower back start to arch up towards the ceiling. Bend the upper back, keep the arms strong. And we tuck the chin. So nice lengthening all the way through the spine. And then the other way. So you feel the sitting bones and the tailbone start to move towards the sky. The body will gently relax down. Keep the collarbones nice and open and bring the gaze forward. So you want to make sure that we don't overextend the neck. So we're lifting up. To start off with, you can do the spine movement all together. So as the tailbone tucks under, the head comes under as well. And then as the tailbone goes up, the head goes up. Do this for about a minute or so and just work in that range that feels comfortable for you. To progress this on and start to get a little bit more defined control, we can, like I mentioned earlier, start at that tailbone and think more like a wave motion up through the spine. So slowly rounding up, keep the chin tucked under, we go quite literally, go back to the bottom, tailbone to the sky, chest dips down, leaning forwards and with that chest bone, and back again. It's like a wave motion through the spine. Slowly, one bone at a time, rolling up and rolling down. And it's not just up and down we go. If you want to start to add in some circle movements with this gently, we can. Encouraging that movement through the body and through the spine and changing directions. And then we often, without realising, can get stiff in our upper part of the back. And if that's stiff, so kind of mid around the back of the shoulder blades area, it will have a knock-on effect up into our neck and into the lower part of the back. So thread the needle is one of my favourites. You might want to take your knees a little bit wider. You want to keep the arm that's supporting you strong, so you want to try and keep this elbow above the wrist. The underneath arm is going to reach across the floor, and the underneath shoulder is going to drop down towards the mat. So your top shoulder blades are rolling backwards, underneath shoulder rolling forwards. And as you come back, you might spin on this lower hand, and the top arm reaching up towards the ceiling behind you. And then we switch, or you might want to stay on the same side for you. So reaching under, coming back up, and we open. So start thread the needle to get that rotation movement and ability into the spine. And again, we want to repeat this for a minute or so, just to feel a gentle loosening into the body and into the spine. And then another, take the pressure off the wrist for a moment, nice exercise for that rotation. You're coming down, lying onto your back. Just be onto the floor if you feel quite comfortable onto your bed. We'll start with the feet and the legs together. If you can, let your arms relax out to the sides. That's going to create that openness across the tissues, the muscles that run all the way through the front of the body. And then we just let the legs completely relax, just down to one side and down to the other. But again, you just work within the range that feels comfortable for you. So if you're going to go so far and it starts to be like pinching, pulling, it's getting uncomfortable, stop there and then go back. With time, as your body gets more familiar with these movements and starts to feel more comfortable, you find you can go that little bit further. And then lastly, come back onto the hands and knees. A nice one to open up into the lower part of the back. Quite commonly back pain, the muscles across the lower part of the back get tight, get stiff, it starts to compress the facet joints, the little joints around the bottom of the spine. So opening that up is a lovely thing to do. So we sit back into our heels. You might feel more comfortable with the legs together, or if it pinches into your hips, hit the knees a little bit wider like I like to. I'm just going to let my body just relax down and rest my head maybe onto a cushion, or maybe rest your head onto your arms. And just stay in here, make sure you feel nice and comfortable, having a few deep breaths. which will help the body relax into it. So you feel sitting bones down towards the heels. Again, for about 30 seconds or so. And keep the arms extended as well, and maybe just gently walking the arms around to one side. So as I go to the right, I've got the left sitting bones just keeping down towards that heel. A few deep breaths, open up into that left hand side. Step the hands back to the middle, walk them round and to the left. I've still got that right sitting bone down, a few deep breaths into the right. It's a nice little routine of exercise, mobility into the spine for you to gently bring some movement back into the body. When this is far more comfortable, then we can start to progress on to a little bit more strengthening exercises, which I'll show you with some level 2 type stuff.